Hi folks, Nathan Adlin here underneath the Chicago Auto Show, which begins tomorrow, and I'm with someone very special from Mopar, and he has something very special for us back there.
Yep, I'm Todd Beddick. I'm the head of the accessory and performance portfolio for Mopar. Here to talk to you guys about what we've got for the all-new 2019 Ram 1500. All right, so let's start here. So the theme of this vehicle is all about the outdoor lifestyle, right? Okay. How to be active with your new Ram truck. So it all starts in the back with our Ram rack. So we'll get to that in a second, but it's a way to put large oversized cargo on your vehicle. And to help you get wherever you need to go with that cargo, we started with a 2-inch lift kit, give you a little bit of extra ground clearance.
And that's a factory kit?
That is a Mopar kit.
Okay.
Correct. And it is all designed in-house.
Okay. So
on that, we also added beadlock capable wheels with 35-inch BFG KO2s on it. So get a little bit beefier tire, a little more sidewall, a little more capability for where you want to go.
Right, and this is extra too, right?
Yep, this is our flare with these bigger tires and everything else, you know, helps keep everything tucked neatly underneath the bodywork.
Now, it's not just cosmetic. There's a lot more going on, including components that are underneath and under the hood. Now, this underneath the hood is the regular 1500 with the Hemi 5.7 liter V8.
Correct.
But there's more to it than that.
Absolutely. We've got our new Ram airflow intake. We'll show you that here. New interpretation. The engine's a little bit different in this car, so we had to do some tricks to get the cold air intake.
Well, that's right, because you have the, is this the hybrid system in this
one? Does not have the hybrid system, but it will work with the hybrid system. But because of the hybrid system, the throttle body is actually vertical instead of horizontal like on most cars. All right, so here it is. This is the Ram airflow intake that we have. So this looks a little different than what most cold air intakes look like.
Yeah, it certainly does.
There's not a big cone hanging out the side or anything like that. If you come around actually to the passenger side and look down, you can see in here, you can see in here, this is your throttle body.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you can see it's vertically oriented instead of horizontal. So it hooks into this guy. So it's kind of like the old school, like carbureted intakes. So we've actually got a square filter element in here that is a high flow deal to increase the flow of the air to the engine. And it all gets routed right from underneath here, bringing in fresh cold air, fresh air right from the outside right into the intake of the engine.
So do you have a rating for this? Or
so no, so at this point in time, we're not releasing part numbers, pricing, or any of those specs that'll come out here in the near future.
Okay. All right, now, usually when there's something with the intake, there might be something with the exhaust.
Correct. So yeah, if you make it breathe better coming in, you got to make it breathe better going out as well. So what we have on this vehicle is a new catback exhaust. So what's very cool about being Mopar is we get a chance to use a lot of the same production vendors that make the factory truck. So this is actually manufactured by the same folks that are doing every other one. So we're able to use that scale that we have. Okay. And on the back, we've added a little bit of flash here. These are black chrome exhaust tips, 5 inches in diameter.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, and you can get them in black chrome or regular chrome, and they'll work with either the catback or the regular exhaust system. So if you just want to, stand out there a little bit,
then you could just put those right on.
Just put those right on.
System. Okay, now what about this rack right here? This is extra. This is one of your Mopar.
This is what we call the Ram rack. So the Ram rack is something we showed off at SEMA in, I believe it was 2016. We called it our Macho Power Wagon.
Oh, okay.
And you remember that? Yeah, we got such great response over it. They were like, all right, we got to turn this into a real product. So here it is.
Movable.
Yes, it is. Right, it is movable fore and aft. It is lit with a chimsel as well, with an extra brake light. So it's fully compliant and allows you to put oversized items in your pickup truck.
Awesome, and these are Ram Kayak, right?
Yeah, no,
not quite.
Not quite. We didn't go that branded, far that branded. So.
Well, let's. I think that. Oh, well, actually, there's the side step. I don't know if we covered.
Yeah, no, we haven't covered the side step. So this is another piece of what we, our more rugged off-road style for the Ram. It's tucked up really close to the body. And it's got a very rough, very textured anti-slip surface. It's the same material we actually use on our spray and bed liners.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, very good grip, and it's got the slots in it, so any mud or junk that you get just kind of flows right through.
Now, the next step, I guess, is the interior, right?
Right, yeah, so come on in.
All right, let's check it out.
Got a few new tricks here, a few old tricks. So with the so the first thing you see is a very nice bright pedal sill guard.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So nice little piece of jewelry to touch up the inside. Right next to it, a little hard to see in the light here, but these are our brand new all-weather floor mats.
Oh,
so if you look, they're much different than what we've done in the past in that they go very high. They're very high wall. We call them bucket style.
So that way they hold a lot of moisture and don't get it on your carpet.
Exactly. So, and might not seem like the most exciting thing, but our customers sure appreciate them.
Yeah, I totally get it. I have kids, so I know what it's like to need desperately good floor mats.
And then on the interior, we also have upgraded with catskin leather.
Oh, okay.
So this has got a Rebel red stitch in it that is an accent stitch, as well as the Ram logo in the seat back.
I see. So the question is, are these components available individually, or are they part of various packages?
A combination of both, and some of them you can actually get from the factory.
Very cool.
So for instance, you can order your truck with the floor mats.
So when should we expect to see these components ready?
So there's with the exception of the ram rack and the cold air intake, those are going to be coming a little bit later in the summer.
Okay.
Everything else is going to be available when the truck hits the showroom.
Ah, so immediate customization.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What models is this available on, or kind of any model?
So what do you mean by model?
Trim.
Yeah, it's available for all trims.
Okay, so if you have like a Rebel,
if you have a Rebel, you can put the wheels and tires will work with the Rebel. They'll work with the Laramie. They'll work with any of the trims that we have. Same thing with the boards. Same thing with the seats. So we've got coverage across the lineup.
Can we hear it?
We can.
I gotta say, guys, I think it's impressive that Ram is having these components available for you right when the truck comes out. Not many people do that, and that's gonna keep Ram in front of the competitors. Thanks for joining me for the Fast Lane Truck. This is Nathan. I'll see you next time.